Hey babes, welcome back to And Everything in Between. I'm Victoria, your host, and today we're jumping into a practice that's perfect for this time of year, vision boarding. Whether you're a seasoned goal setter or completely new to what vision boarding is, I'm going to walk you through how you can bring your dreams to life with clarity and intention. Let's get into it and everything in between. Okay, so why are we talking about vision boarding? Well, it's the beginning of the year, and it's the perfect time to pause and dream about what's next. Think of the new year as a blank canvas. You can fill it with whatever you want. I know we all set goals differently. Maybe you break them into quarters, like a manager tracking their KPIs, or you've got that big picture mindset like a CEO. For me, I like to see my goals, literally, and that's where vision boarding comes in. Did you know that visualizing your goals activates the same neural pathways in your brain as if you were actually living those experiences? This is a scientific term called neuroplasticity. And it's how we rewire our brains to make those dreams feel real. So let's talk about how you can use this to achieve your 2025 goals. I remember making my first physical vision board. I still have it actually. I was going into I think it was my senior year of high school. And I was listening to one of my favorite YouTubers at the time. Her name is Leor Alexandra, and she definitely is also a very big inspiration for me in terms of podcasting and the law of attraction and spirituality and all that stuff, which I'll dive into in future episodes. But she really helped me to understand the concept of feeling the feelings you want to feel when your dream actually comes true. So by doing this, I got accepted to the college I wanted to go to. And I had checked off maybe half of the goals on that board, including studying abroad in Spain, which was always my dream. And going into my senior year of high school, I didn't know when I would study abroad. I didn't know how I was going to do it. But by maybe the end of the following year, I had applied to programs to study abroad. And before I knew it, I was on a plane to Spain, which is honestly, it was my proof that visualizing really works, and I have been hooked on it ever since. So, what is vision boarding? Think of the new year like a fresh notebook. Every page is blank, waiting for you to fill it with your dreams. The question is, what story do you want to tell? At its core, a vision board is like a Pinterest board for your dream life, except it's physical or digital. I also make a separate vision board for my phone lock screen, so that every time I look at my phone, I can see the goals that I want to bring into actuality. But usually it's physical and it's totally specific to you. It's a collage of images, quotes, words, affirmations, or anything that represents the goals you want to achieve and the life you want to create. You can go the traditional route with a poster and a magazine, cutting out little pictures that resonate with you, or keep it digital like I do with tools like Canva or Pinterest. Pinterest actually has a new collage tool that I love for making general mood boards. So I'm actually having a vision board event for my friends so we can all get together and make our vision boards and be intentional with the time that we are spending to set up our future and share that with people that we love and trust. So for that event, I created a mood board of what I wanted the event to look like. By going on Pinterest, looking up like the types of like different candles and place settings and things that I would need for an event like this. And honestly, it really is the same for your vision board for your year. Um, Thinking about the things that you want to happen and putting them in a little collage. Personally, I love to break my vision board into sections. So I typically separate mine by career, relationships, health, and travel. And then from there, I'll add images and quotes and words and just things that feel real to me. Trust me, the more personal you make it, the more powerful it becomes. So something that I'm adding to my vision board this year, I have been craving a trip to Sedona. I don't know why I want to go to Sedona so bad. I have never been to the West Coast, but I really want to go to Sedona. I feel called to go there. So I am going to look up a specific place that I want to stay when I go to Sedona and look up pictures in Sedona that I want to be able to take. And I'm going to print those pictures out and put them on my vision board so that when I look at my vision board, I see the hotel or the place that I'm going to stay when I visit Sedona. And I can have the feeling of being excited to be there in that specific place. And that is what the vision board is supposed to be. For me, during college, I was able to get some experience working in fashion. So I was hoping that my experience would land me a job at a luxury fashion brand when I graduated. In the career section of my vision board for the second half of my senior year, while I was still freaking out trying to find a job, I added logos of specific brands to a vision board specifically for my second semester senior year. And I ended up landing a role at Jimmy Choo. And that was one of the brands that I had put on my board. So it really it works if you allow it to work for you. So how do I vision board? The first step, pick your canvas. Decide how you want to create your board. Are you going to DIY with poster and magazine cutouts or printing a bunch of images that you found on Pinterest? Or will you go the digital route? Whatever works for you, go for it. Next, set your categories. Grab a journal and divide your life into sections. This is what I do. So I'm just breaking down my process. The categories that I typically use, I mentioned them before, but to get a little more specific, number 1 is self. Who do you want to become? Number 2, relationships. What kind of connections are you looking to build? Are you looking for your soulmate friend group? Are you hoping to get into a romantic relationship that year? 3, career. What's your next job? What is the next year going to look like for you? And if you are happy at the job that you are in, congratulations. You may not need to think about what the next move you're going to make is, but what about a promotion? What about a raise in your salary? What about Taking on projects that resonate more with you, add that to your vision board. Number 4, hobbies. What hobbies are you going to get into next year? What have you started this year that you want to continue, or what do you want to learn? What sparks your joy? Number 5, health. What does feeling your best look like? Number 6, travel. Where's your dream destination? Where are you going to go next year? I want to know. I am a big travel person. I think travel is so important, and it's truly such a privilege to be able to get out of your state, much less the country. So dream it. Think about where you would like to go, put it on your board, and make an action plan for it to happen for you. You deserve it. And last but not least is the miscellaneous category. This section is where you put those fun, random goals that make you you. For example, I wanted to start hosting events this year. I wanted to start a podcast. I didn't think that these things would necessarily go under the hobbies section, mostly because my hobbies are related to things that I would do with extra time. But the miscellaneous category really is just where you get to dream a little bigger about things that don't necessarily fit into the categories that I just listed. And you are more than welcome to create your own. Then you're going to journal and visualize. In each section, write your goals. Write them down. Make a list of between 2 to 4. Close your eyes and imagine them happening. If one of your goals in the health category is to go for a run once a week, imagine yourself hydrating extra the day before you decide to go for a run. Then putting on your running outfit, lacing up your shoes. Think about the route you will run and how you will encourage yourself to keep going even when it feels hard. Feel how incredible your body and mind feels when you're back from that run and you sit down to stretch. Think about how beneficial that run was for you. Honestly, visualizing is like watching the movie of your future life, and you're the main character. After you go through the exercise of writing all of your goals into your outlined sections and feeling the feelings associated with each of them, you're going to transfer them to your board. Create the pictures that are associated with the life that you want to live. Take those visuals and turn them into the symbols that resonate with you. Finally, you're going to bring it to life. Place your board somewhere visible and take a moment each day to reconnect with it. Personally, I put my vision board on the wall directly in front of my bed so that I can see my future every morning before I wake up and every night before I go to sleep. You're planting the seeds for your future self by doing this. So, a few specific tips that I just want to share when you're going through this process. Number 1, something to avoid. One mistake I made early on was being too vague with my vision board. I'd write something like, eat healthy. Whoop-de-doo. What does that mean? Now I write specific goals like drink 8 glasses of water daily or remove dairy products from your diet. which honestly I'm still in the process of doing, but there's milk in everything. It's hard. Next, make it visible. Like I said, put your board somewhere where you will see it. Don't take the time to go through this exercise and then keep your vision board on your Canva where you'll see it every time you open your Canva. No, you need to print it out, put it above your desk, put it on your fridge, create a phone wallpaper version of it so that you see it constantly, so that your brain is creating those pathways to believe that this is the life that you are living already. It's your daily reminder to stay focused. Then you're going to act the part. Embody the person you want to see on your vision board. Do you want to be a confident public speaker? Start practicing now. Even if it's just talking to your dog, like I do. And then you're going to have quarterly check-ins. Treat your vision board like it's a living document. Revisit it every quarter, like I do, or at the end of each month and see where you are in regards to your progress. Update your goals, or even take the time to swap in new visuals that inspire you, like I did at the start of my second semester, senior year. When I was in college, I was creating vision boards at the start of each school year. And then when January came around, I would take a look at my board and then add new visuals to goals that I developed along the way, or remove things that I had already accomplished by then. I want to thank you so much for taking the time to listen to this podcast. I hope that you were able to learn something and that you are feeling energized and motivated to create your vision board and think about your future and your goals for 2025 and beyond. Remember, you are capable of amazing things. So let's make this year your year. Share this episode with someone who needs a little boost, and follow us at and.everything.inbetween for more tips and inspiration. See you next time. Bye-bye.